We're in Polish Parliament. We're about to interview Krzysztof Bosak, who is an important story for us in Great Britain, because 20 years ago he was hated. He was on the streets protesting. 200 people started the Independence Day rally that we're going to see tomorrow. There's now hundreds of thousands of people every year. And he's gone from outsider, toxic, attacked, to now mainstream and a lead political figure from Poland.
All Polish Youth, which is a revived organisation from the 1930s that was a patriotic movement, a sort of a street activist movement that was very prominent in the 30s. It was revived in the 90s. Krzysztof was one of the men who led it, and many years ago, when we had a very staunch left-wing government here in Poland in the early 2010s, Krzysztof and his friends came together and organised the first Independence Day March. He will tell you all about it. It was a few hundred people. It's now grown to
hundreds of thousands.
In many ways, the story of Krzysztof Bosak echoes your story. There's a lot of similarities to the sort of going from street activism to becoming the Speaker of the Sejm. So the Speaker of the House Krzysztof is not the Speaker; he's the Deputy Speaker. That is the second most important person in the country. So in terms of actual position, not in terms of political power, of course, but the Speaker of the House in terms of seniority in government, in the state, is the second position in the state. So Krzysztof Bosak has gone from being essentially completely blacklisted by the media for years.
They were viewed as an extreme group. Yeah?
He was viewed as an extremist, he was viewed as a fascist, he was viewed as the attractive face of Polish fascism, and he's gone,
My brother from another mother.
He's done an extraordinary job of, all of his ideas, that none of them are fascist in nature. He is a staunch nationalist who puts the interests of Poland first, but that means on one hand loving your country for all that it's done right. It also means criticizing your country for all the things that it does wrong. So having a very sort of sober approach to your own country and saying these are things in the state that are not good, that we should change and improve. And being a nationalist, and he will tell you all about it, I'm not his spokesperson, I'm not a member of his party either, but essentially, Krzysztof and nationalists in Poland strongly believe that loving your own country does not preclude you from being friends with other countries, does not mean that we wish badly for anyone else. It just means that we wish to put the interests of the Polish people and the Polish nation first. And so Krzysztof has essentially, he was the youngest member of parliament about 20 years ago, aged 21 or so. He's now returned to parliament many years later, and he has managed to mainstream many ideas that are fundamentally common sense. In the Polish case, Poland is a Catholic country. It's a staunchly Roman Catholic country that still practices its religion. A lot of the ideas that people like Krzysztof and myself, a lot of it comes from the social dogma and the social theory of the Roman Catholic Church. So it is building a state that is very closely aligned to the values and to the beliefs, and in many ways religious beliefs, that made the West what it is today. And we believe it's incredibly important to uphold Roman Catholicism in Poland. We staunchly believe in that. That certainly differentiates us from nationalists, say, in the United Kingdom, which is a fundamentally Protestant Church of England Anglican country, or from Germany, with the exception of Bavaria, it's also a Protestant country. So that is a difference.
Now, this politician originally was totally blacklisted from all the media. No media would touch him or go near him. Here he is standing as a member of parliament, surrounded by every sort of media you can think of. Do you think that'll ever happen in Great Britain? But it's going to be an interesting story to hear, because he's gone from outside, toxic, untouchable, and the reason why, Stefan said, and people say, it's the reason why he's now taken seriously, is because he's been consistent with his message. Everyone knows that what he says he believes in. He's fought for it for 2 decades. It's going to be interesting to sit down and talk and hear the story of how he formed these marches, of what journey he's gone through, and how he's now sitting as possibly one of the future most influential politicians in Poland. So we've left Parliament, a very interesting meeting, I think an inspiration for people to hear his story. He's a future rising leader of Poland and maybe even Europe. His full interview will be coming soon on our channel, just stay tuned. By the way, TommyInPoland.com, yeah?
Tommy Robinson's visit to the Polish Parliament serves as a revealing look at how national identity and political resilience can redefine a country's trajectory. His focus on Krzysztof Bosak, once demonized as a far-right agitator and now a respected deputy speaker, underscores a dramatic transformation not only in Bosak's career, but in Poland's political culture itself. What makes this story compelling is the parallel Tommy draws between Poland and Britain. While the UK silences nationalist or traditional voices under the weight of political correctness, Poland has elevated one of its most controversial figures into mainstream leadership. Robinson presents Poland as a model of ideological consistency, a nation unafraid to defend its Catholic heritage, national pride, and sovereignty, even in the face of Western pressure. The message is clear: persistence and authenticity can outlast media blacklists and social stigma. Bolzak's journey from street protester to political leader becomes, in Tommy's narrative, a metaphor for Europe's broader struggle between globalist conformity and patriotic conviction. Ultimately, the segment isn't just about Poland. It's a mirror held up to the West. Tommy Robinson is implicitly asking, what happened to Britain's courage? In Poland, defiance built a movement. In the UK, it's punished. And that contrast, more than anything, is what makes this interview both politically and culturally explosive.
Sharon, thank you for joining us. What your reaction, please, to the crisis here involving our national broadcaster?
Oh, well, finally, I've called dozens of times for the resignation of him. And this is after 2 years of biased reporting. I think almost every day they had to fix some of their reports or some of their headlines or apologize for it. I mean, someone has to take accountability. I think this should have happened straight after either the Bob Villain and the death to the IDF chants of death. I think it should have happened after it was revealed that they've used a Hamas puppet, a Hamas son, to actually narrate their movie. But it's better late than never. Israel's only asking to be treated fairly. That's all.
And what was clear in this memo by Michael Prescott was the disparity between the coverage between BBC News, as it is in the UK, and BBC Arabic. And allegations in this memo, I'm sure you're across all of this, but that they pushed out pro-Hamas propaganda without any scrutiny, that they were platforming well-known anti-Semites. I mean, was any of that shocking to you, or was this something that you already knew?
That's not shocking at all. We knew it. For 2 years, they've trashed Israel's reputation, using propaganda, using Hamas's propaganda, spreading blood libels and complete fabrications. I mean, think about what heated so much of the anti-Semitic attacks in London as well, but in many other places around the world. BBC is being broadcasted in many other countries in Arabic as well. Someone must be accountable for that, and I think there has to be a deep and thorough reorganization of what is happening in their newsroom and their editing room.